Hello viewers, I am back again with another very interesting video today. And today I want to talk about 10 ways to avoid cheating in a relationship. It is very common in our societies that people always complain that their partners are cheating. Sometimes ourselves fall as victims where we find our partners cheating on us. Now today I want to help us with 10 tips to how one can avoid cheating in a relationship. It is very important to talk about these things because love is something we all cannot avoid. But what says being in a relationship and find yourself in a relationship that your partner is cheating? But how do we avoid this? Okay, we go. Number one, we all have to invest in our relationships. If we do, we have a sense of belongingness in that relationship. And man by nature, anytime he invests into whatsoever, he makes so he doesn't lose that thing easily. So how do we invest in our relationship? Investment doesn't have to do with only but money. We can invest our time, we can invest our energy into our relationships. But here, what I mean by investing in a relationship could do with money. But how? Okay, you can be in a relationship with a young lady who is beautiful. Now you have to make that lady invest on you so that she will feel, okay, I'm investing in this thing. What do I earn in return? And one thing also that is important is for her to have that sense of, okay, saying, if I should do anything silly in this relationship, it means I am losing what I've been investing in this relationship. For say, this person, buys you candles. He buys you, gifts. Buys you clothes. Anytime she or he wants to mess up, they will have to naturally think about this. Okay, I've been spending this amount of money on this individual. So if I mess around, am I not messing with my own self because I've invested into this thing? This might not necessarily mean we are asking money from our dates or our partners per se. But it's a way of making them feel that sense of responsibility, and they would not want to mess up anytime they think about this investment they're doing on you. I hope that helps. So the next thing on the list will be to be empathetic. Now it is very important to feel others, because if we do, it helps us ourselves. For example, if I should put myself in your shoe, that if I am to caught you cheating, how do I feel? That way, I will not never cheat on you. I will also not cheat on you. So it is important to feel others or to put ourselves in the shoes of others. That way, we won't cheat in that relationship, because we feel, if I should cut my partner cheating, how will I feel? That feeling will make us have a responsibility in our mind that, okay, this is the same way she might feel if she would also, cut me cheating. The next on the list will be now, have respect for that relationship. If you have respect for that relationship, you won't mess around. Because if you respect anything, we feel a sense of guiltiness inside us anytime we mess around that thing. And for that reason, you would not cheat in that relationship. So it is very good to have respect for that relationship. The next thing you should do is to promise yourself never to cheat, because we all would want to stick to our promises. So if you promise yourself that I will never cheat in this relationship, that mere promise at the back of your mind will always be ringing anytime you want to cheat or mess around, because everywhere might be temptations. But if you remember that promise you've made to yourself, you will always click and say, okay, I've made this promise that I will never cheat. So that is going to help you not to cheat in the relationship. The next thing is to communicate. You always have to communicate as partners in a relationship, because communication is the life of any fruitful relationship. So communication is key. Why do you have to do this? For example, you might have an old friend who you were very used to, and you chat with certain words, and now you are into another relationship, or you are married. How do you tell your partner, this one is my friend, then in case a message drops in your phone and she saw that, or you should see that message, how would you feel? So because you've not been communicating to that person, they might see, okay, they're cheating on me or something like that. But if you've been honest with them and you communicate, they will know, okay, he's an old friend, or this one is, an old friend and all that. So they wouldn't bother. The next thing you have to do is to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your time, your energy, your resources in that relationship. Because if we do, we have a sense of responsibility in that relationship. And we have a sense of ownership of that relationship. But if you do not, you might have your partner looking for attention elsewhere. And that could lead to cheating, because man by nature needs attention. If we do not give them the necessary attention, they will seek it elsewhere. And this is something that could lead to cheating. So the next thing you have to do is love yourself first. Before you get into any relationship, you have to love yourself first. Why do you have to do this? Because it is important for us to love ourselves. If we love ourselves, then we can love others even in a better way. Imagine you want to mess around with a girl that you've never met. Because you love yourself, you will be thinking about, okay, how about if I should contract any disease like STDs from this person? So you see, for the fact that you love yourself, you will be thinking about you contracting a disease from this individual. That way you are not going to cheat. So it is always good to love yourself first. The next on the list will be to trust your partner. If you trust your partner, it puts a kind of an energy in their minds, in their hearts, that, okay, somebody out there really trusts me. Should I mess around? That feeling will always be there. Something that will be ringing in their mind, reminding them, giving them a responsibility not to cheat. For the fact that somebody trusts you, it's a point of reference in your mind to not cheat always. You will always draw from that trust somebody has in you, more especially if you love that person. The next thing is to create time for your partner. Always create time for your partner. And sometimes we all might think, words can move women, and money can move women. Beauty can move men. But I tell you, what can actually move every individual is attention. If you give people your attention, they naturally will fall in love with you. So create time for your partners. If you do not do that, they will seek it elsewhere. And this is something that could lead to cheating. So this is one thing very important to avoid cheating. And the last on the list, but not the least, is the one very important thing, the most important thing. And that is to be content with what you have. Be content with the partner you have. Because if we are not content, we will always keep on searching and searching and searching. Because they said gratitude is what is attitude. And a content mind is who has peace and love and everything that you can imagine. Because if we are not content with what we have, we kept on searching. Because so many people are in relationship and they are like, maybe she is not the best cough, maybe she is not got the best lips, and all that. And you will be like, this my guy is not very tall, he is not very, and all that. We will be thinking about things in our mind because we are not content. And we will want to find that in other people. Sometimes we will even go to those people and find, okay, he's even missing here also. So we have to be content with what we have. And these are the 10 tips that I think if you should apply in your relationship, it can avoid you from cheating. You will never think about cheating on your partner because cheating is very, very dangerous. It can make you lose one of those individuals you love the most, and you will regret that for the rest of your life. And I hope this video helps. So for more videos to come your way, please subscribe and like the button and click the like button, I would say. And thank you for watching. Love you all. It's your boy, the Innate Pakso.